George of the jungle, strong as he can be.
I have a job, I have a social security number, and I have good credit and a down payment. I can buy a house, right? Well, maybe not if you are not a U.S. citizen. That's what we're going to be discussing in the creditjungle.com today. This is George Anderson, and thanks for joining us. I'm going to pull up a chart here. And the only thing I can tell you is that you got to go and look at your passport, look and see what's stamped in there if you're born in another country, or you've got to look at your work authorization card, or you've got to look at your green card. You've got to look at your immigration papers, because there are so many different codes of what you're going to be eligible for. And just because somebody has a social security number, and what we run into a lot here, because we have two very large universities, there are some people that come here as foreign students, and they're allowed to get a social security number, and they're allowed to work only on campus. And so in their mind, they're valid in every way possible, but that specific type of visa, even though you've got a social security number and you've got a job and you've got good credit, is probably not going to work for getting into a mortgage loan, depending on what type of loan you're getting. So I'm not going to get into all the details of how this works in this video here, but I just wanted to introduce you to the concept that having a social security number and having a job doesn't mean that you're eligible to be able to get a loan. I've had people that have been in the country for 10 years or longer and still don't have the correct legal status to qualify for a loan. But they'll say, well, wait a minute, how about if I'm on the loan and we use my income and my credit, but I have my husband who's a citizen, or my husband who is a permanent resident alien, or my husband who has refugee status and has all the legal requirements. Can I use him as a co-signer, and then between the two of us we've met the legal requirements? Well, again, it's kind of like the credit score situation. If somebody's got this credit and this credit, if this credit level doesn't allow you to qualify for a loan, the person who has the credit level does not compensate for it. It's the same thing with a visa. Every party that's on the loan, that's going to be financing and is going to sign the note on the loan, needs to be legal and authorized to be able to be on the loan. So in that situation where you have maybe a spouse that is a citizen, and the other one, even though she might make more money, have better credit, whatever the situation is, it doesn't compensate between the two. You've got to both be legal status to be on the loan. So hopefully this chart that I'm referencing on here that you can pull up and take a look at, you can look and see where your standing is on there, and it will avoid having some problems before you get too far down the road on the underwriting scenario. So thanks again for coming into the creditjungle.com. This is George Anderson. I hope you have a great day.